Wagwan, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, depending on where in the world you are joining me from. Me, I am Illuminati, and this is the Crypto and Cognac podcast show, as always, live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, sharp, right here on YouTube. Every Thursday, except next Thursday or the Thursday after that, because today is episode 30 of season 6, the final episode of season 6. It is crazy to me to currently be ending season 6 of the podcast, because that means we have done 180 episodes, 180 weeks, calendar weeks of podcasting, not pre-recorded. We don't pre-record 30 episodes and then put them out week after week. No. Every week, I am here, you are there, and as always, if me there, any there, right? And of course, season finale, we're celebrating another successful season. So we're gonna celebrate in style. When I say XO Hennessy, it's not on me, it's in me. Happy episode 30, guys. Happy season 6 finale, guys. Happy rest up and get back for season 7. Our this. And you know who's been here for 6 seasons, sorry, and who will be here for season number 7? My boy Stevie, right? Because if I hear Henny here and Stevie here, for sure. If nobody else show up, we here, right? Can't be pre-recorded. It can't be pre-recorded. Why it can't be pre-recorded? Because crypto moves too incredibly quick, right? If I record this last week, by this week, something crazy happened, right? Just today, I was just planning to recap everything we've talked about for the last 29 weeks. Boom! Big Donald J, who season 6 has been Donald Trump season, right? This is his show. The man, every episode, I have not been able to have a conversation regarding crypto in season 6 without mentioning the Donny. And today, he would not be left undone. He would not be left out. Today, he signed an executive order allowing Bitcoin and crypto to be allowed in 401ks. What does that mean? I think this is a big deal. I personally think this is a huge deal. I think this might be one of the biggest moments in crypto, bigger than ETFs, because almost every single US citizen invests in a 401k type of instrument for their retirement. We are talking billions, we are talking trillions of dollars. And every month, these US citizens contribute towards their 401k, and these 401ks on auto purchase by stocks, by bonds, by various things, and now they are going to be able to buy Bitcoin just on autopilot. I think this is huge. The market hasn't responded to it yet. Maybe that's great. But this is one of those things that speaks directly to what I say here every single weekend that Stephen reiterates in the comments. Adoption is inevitable, right? And Donnie clearly wants to stamp his name alongside this inevitability, right? He know it coming. He know it cannot be stopped. So he decided, you know what? I'm going to be that guy, I'm going to be that guy, because when they talk about crypto in the future, they're going to have to say, I was a part of this, right? I can't control it. I can't create it, but I could be a big part of it, right? And these crypto heads gonna pop a sign of me, a big orange small hand sign, not sign, statue. Yeah, yeah, they're gonna put it up. Watch and see. And I think America, with everything that's happening, I think this is the last roll of the dice for them in terms of relevance in as a global player. I think they're going to lose their spot as global leaders, as the global leader. I don't know how long, a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, but it's just as inevitable as Bitcoin adoption, crypto adoption, blockchain adoption, as inevitable as the internet was. Anyway, guys, thank you for being with me, for rolling with me through another 30 episodes, another season of the Crypto and Cognac podcast show. I mean, like I said, it was an amazing season. We laughed, we cried, we got angry. You know what I mean? We talked about it from day one. I mean, I think episode 2, the Trump verse, we were talking about it. Donnie was already getting himself intertwined in the mix of things. Then we talked about DeepSeek, the AI bot that was to rival ChatGPT, came, didn't have the staying power. Maybe in the East it has, but came and went quickly in this side of the world. People started panicking when we had a bit of a correction. Is the bull run over? We saw how that turned out. BNB led the way, in my opinion. I think it's one of the only major alts that has achieved a new all-time high during this particular cycle. Usually we see that left to Ethereum and the Solanas of the space. Then I reminded people, you know, I mean, as late as it feels, with $120,000 BTC, not quite there today, maybe 117 we are, but we touch 120. You are still early, right? We talked about the Bybit hack. We talked about President Trump again, pumping and dumping with his every word. We talked about how markets were being impacted. We talked about the battle for the bull or bear run, for the soul of the cycle, right? Between the bulls and the bears, I should say. We talked about GameStop and their recommitment to the space in terms of putting crypto on their treasury. President Trump put himself back in the mix again. Tariffs. We talked about everything, anything that was made in China and how China was impacting the world. We talked about Jerome Powell and the Fed. We talked about Gensler being out and Atkin being in. Gensler, our good friend, who's no longer the chair of the SEC. We had a recap. We hit 100K again. We talked about Coinbase. We talked about another all-time high Bitcoin 2025 conference. We talked about how Trump was building his empire around crypto and blockchain, and his family's empire around crypto and blockchain. Of course, every season we have to give you guys some insight into getting started in the crypto space. We talked about war and how it was impacting the markets, impacting crypto particularly. We talked about the Genius Act. We talked about the ongoing war between President Trump and Chairman Powell It was my birthday most recently. Then we had crypto week, 3 different crypto bills passed in the US House. We talked about crypto scams here in the Caribbean. And then last week we talked about the White House digital asset report. And here we are, episode 30, after chatting it up for 30 weeks. But by the time we get back out for season 7, I don't know what the market gonna look like. I told you guys in July I was gonna start taking a closer look. By September, October, I'm gonna be taking heavy amounts off the table and waiting again for 2026. November 2026 is my check-in point to buy heavily again, right? Remember I said it here. I told you last time, November 2022, I didn't even know what I was looking for, but FTX provided it, right? So we don't know what's coming. For all you know, something might happen to Sailor and Strategy. I don't know what's going to be the bottom, but I think November 2026 and around there is when it's going to happen, and I'm going to be ready again. So until then, guys, drink and degen responsibly. Obviously, today, Stephen didn't even remind me, but I missed one important note. And he didn't remind me. I missed one important note. And didn't remind me. I missed one important note. The ICE rule. This is not a financial advisory podcast. I am not a financial advisor. Everything and anything that I share with you here should not be misconstrued as financial advice. It's all about the ICE rule. Information, conversation, education, sometimes entertainment. Right? Do your own research. Do your own research. Make sure and drink, drive, and degen responsibly. Don't invest more than what you can afford to lose. Some people have the belly for it. Stephen have the belly for it. Right? Guys, I'm going to see you all in a few weeks. Keep your bags close. Keep your friends closer. Keep your Henny even closest. Illuminati out. Season 6 closed. Be blessed, guys. Be safe. Enjoy. And I look forward to seeing you all for season 7 of the Crypto and Cognac podcast. Illuminati OUT out. CV. Bless up, my brother. Love in the house. Diamond hand.